All right, you guys are recording.
Okay.
Here, just I forget if I mentioned this, but I upload a recording of the meeting to YouTube the morning after.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Good, how are you?
Good.
I'm here for my dad, Norman.
Yeah.
He's on a plane.
Yeah.
I guess the hearing was last week, like it changed.
It's, there's no, it wasn't last week, but, no, it's
There
tonight.
was nothing scheduled last week, but it is tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Been a lot of construction over there. Is it coming together?
Yeah, it's coming along, yep.
What's the piano for?
The piano's in the garage. I'm trying to give it away, but
Do you need another?
no. I called every school and library, and we already had one, and so now it's real, it's outside in the rain, so.
Yeah.
Take the ivory keys off though.
I don't think they're ivory.
Oh.
I think it's been a few years.
It's not that old.
Yeah.
What day are you guys trying to open by?
We're trying to open by Memorial Day.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might be, a week or so after, but that's what we're going for.
Cool. Good luck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you got BCM out back there in the old garage?
Yeah, they're leasing
So-
that building.
Yeah, I saw they had some trucks there, so.
Yeah, that's handy. They're gonna do all their, like working on all their dump trucks and stuff
Yeah.
over there. Yep. But it's handy for us, cause they got all the equipment and we can
Oh, yeah.
get something done,
Chris, you have to open the meeting up.
I do. I
Okay.
got 3 minutes.
You got three.
Come on, Chris.
You Nancy?
You gotta.
We just need
public
some more awkward
hearing
silence.
fairly early on. I don't want to shortchange anyone their chance to.
Okay.
Don't
have
we use
their
your
say.
clock?
Yeah.
Yeah. Never matches that one, does
I
it?
know. I don't think anything ever matches that one.
No.
I think that was just about right.
Yeah.
That's it?
Okie dokie.
What's your phone say though?
My phone says 4:58. My Apple Watch says 4:58. Agrees with my phone. Mackenzie, I noticed that Tad did not raise his pink card out the window.
It was all
every
flopsy
single
mopsy.
vote. I think he might have accounted for some of Frank's varying talents.
Those were kind of all over the place.
They were.
His card was like torn in half when I got in the truck. It was all wet, and I'm like, oh god.
I imagine they were in pretty rough shape by the end
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
I could see Marge from my seat, looking that way, and you were getting just, the rain was just pelting on the side of the car, and you're like trying to slip it out a little bit. Yeah, it's awful.
Fortunately, I put Iris on the rain side of the vehicle, so I stayed nice and dry.
What side was Kai on?
He rides in the middle.
Ah.
Yeah, so he's good either way.
Either way.
All right, I got 5 o'clock. I will call the, ooh, I've been waiting to do this all year. I'll call the select board meeting to order. We have Selectman Kevin Buck, Selectman Howdy Goodwin, Selectman Jamie Thurlow, Selectman Eric Eaton, and Select Person Mackenzie Jewett. Myself, Town Manager Christopher Saunders, Code Enforcement Officer and Deputy CEO Jesse Dunbar, and members of the public. First item on the agenda is the election of officers. I'll just put out a reminder that the nominations do not require a second, so I just need nominations. I'll take all nominations and then call for a vote once I have heard all nominations. So, all of that being said, are there any nominations for the role of chair?
I'd like to make a motion to appoint Jamie Thurlow as chair.
All right. Are there any other nominations?
You up with that?
Yep.
Okay.
See some nodding and some, I hear quiet. So in that case, I will call for a vote on the nomination of Jamie Thurlow as chair. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? 4-1 with Jamie abstaining. Congratulations, Mr. Thurlow.
One more year, that's all you get.
Get your fancy name thing back too.
Yeah. Get a title.
Yeah,
It's all yours.
thank you. You don't wanna do the vice chair part? I mean,
Nope.
you've got a good role going.
I have no interest in doing the vice chair
Let me,
part.
hang on, let me check and see what time it is exactly. Yeah, we're good to go now, Chris. We need to elect a vice chair.
I'll make a motion to appoint Kevin Buck as vice chair.
Anybody else?
No, thank you.
Take a vote. There's a motion to elect Kevin Buck as vice chair. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
I'll vote too. Now.
All right, Kevin Buck is the vice chair. Adoption of agenda. Is there anything anyone would like to change on the agenda? Public hearing. We have a public hearing for a liquor license for Seaside Dairy Bar and Lobster Pound. I will open the public hearing at 5:03. All right, Chris, do you want to give us just kind of a brief on what you guys are doing and what you're gonna have there? And,
Yep. So we mainly want the liquor license just for, well, it's just for beer and wine. And there's a slab there right now, and that's gonna be the area where we put 6 or 8 picking tables, and those will have umbrellas or whatever, and that will be the designated area that they're allowed to drink. And I'll probably put a fence up or some sort of railing system, and yeah, we're gonna have ice cream and lobsters and, fried food, stuff like that. Pretty simple, basic menu. We just finished the menu, actually. And that's pretty much it. Maybe a little playground eventually out back, and we're just getting ready to pour concrete this week. They should be pouring on either Wednesday or Saturday, so. And that's just 6 feet off the building in the front. That's just where they're gonna, the 2 Pepsi machines go, or a Coke and a Pepsi machine. And those 3 windows, that's where they order their takeout in. So it's all takeout, nothing, just employees in the building. That's it for this year. We wanted to get a big, like an awning, kind of like Thurston's, but they're so expensive that we might just do the picking tables for a year. I got a deal on 8 from Hammond Lumber, so that's what we're gonna do.
Perfect. Sounds good.
We're eventually gonna do a lobster tank, but that probably won't go in until next year as well. And that will be on the right side of the building if you're looking at the front and back. I'll be in the back. But it'll be small, and we're gonna fence it in and pour a slab and, yeah. But that's next year, possibly.
The lobster cooker won't go in until then either, that you get in the drawing.
We were trying to get the lobster cooker done this year. They're gonna pour the concrete for it, but I don't know if we're gonna get it built or not. And that would be a the concrete was 12 feet, but we figured 3 feet for each lobster cooker. I mean, one says 5, and I think Trent Bridge is 5, so we just wanted to go with 3 in a little spot to pile some wood. I don't know if we'll get that built this year or not. We'd like to, but yeah.
And this operates completely independently from the store? right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So someone can't buy a bottle of liquor over there and walk over and sit
No,
at
no,
the
no,
table?
no,
Yeah.
completely
Yeah.
separate. They buy their booze at the store and bring it home, but if they wanna buy beer, you know, when they're at the dairy bar, they have to drink it just in that area.
Okay.
Okay, is there any other discussion? Mel?
Would you be open 7 days a week, and what are the hours of operation during the day?
I think that we were gonna, 7 days a week, and I think we're talking about opening at around 11 or 12, probably 11. And, I don't know, 8 o'clock at night.
So be open for lunch and dinner, pretty much.
Yes, yeah, no breakfast, yeah, lunch and dinner. Ice cream, whenever.
All right, is there any other discussion? Okay, seeing none, I'll close the public hearing. Time to get, Chris, I know mine.
5:06.
5:06, sounds good. Anybody up
I
here?
make a motion to approve the application for the Seaside Dairy Bar and Lobster Pound located at 42 Tremont Road for a state on-premise liquor license.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to approve the application for Seaside Dairy Bar and Lobster Pound located at 42 Tremont Road for a state on-premises liquor license. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Okay, good luck.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
luck. It's exciting.
Alright, next we have the minutes from April 20th.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of April 20th, 2021.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes from Tuesday, April 20th, 2021. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
I abstain, I wasn't here.
Okay.
I guess I should do the same. I abstained,
Yeah.
so it was
Yeah. All right, approval of warrants. We have warrant number 102 for $9,944.45. 103 for $22,176.60. Warrant 104 for $6,805.62. 105 for $9,938.42. 106 for $9,988.97. 107 for $15,745.12.
I make a motion to approve warrants 102 through 107.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to approve warrants 102 through 107. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Okay. Next, we have committee appointments. We have 3 open seats on the Board of Appeals. And correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, but we only have one person who would like to fill one of the 3 seats.
Unless one of these fine folks present
Yeah.
is ready to throw their hat in the ring.
Mel?
He's already on it.
I was gonna say it.
Sorry.
I was like, yeah, okay, sure.
Marge is on the planning board, so she can't do it.
Who is left on the Board of
You live
Appeals?
in Tremont?
Yeah.
Who is on the board nowadays?
Who's on the Board of
I hope
Appeals?
so.
Mel, Mike Hayes, Joanne Harris, thank you. And then the 2, Marcia Madera and Reva White. And then Sandy Andrews as an alternate. But
Okay.
Reva and Sandy have both said they do not want to serve again.
encourage someone to fill out an application for it. So right now, all we have is Marcia Madeira that would like to continue her spot.
And she's the 2024?
Yes.
Okay. Let's get her on there before she changes her mind. I'll make a motion to appoint Marcia Madeira to the seat on the appeals board expiring 2024 town meeting.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to appoint Marcia Madeira to the seat on the appeals board expiring at 2024 town meeting. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Have they had any? They haven't had any meetings in a long time, right?
They have.
They have.
Had, a pointy head appeal,
Oh, okay.
and yeah,
Okay.
they had several
Some,
meetings
okay.
related to the pointy head appeal.
Okay.
And I should, just to make it very clear, the only person I've actually heard from regarding Reva is her husband. I have not spoken directly with Reva. And I tried many times.
All right, next regular business, we have the sustainability committee bylaws. So Chris, do you want to explain what you did with that? Just
Yep, absolutely.
summarize
So,
it.
you passed a climate resolution at the last meeting. I used the language in the resolution to write the mission and the objectives that are in here, so that language is pulled directly from the resolution. And then the rest of it is primarily drawn from the Solar Task Force bylaws. So the idea is that instead of reappointing the Solar Task Force this year, you would allow that to disband technically. And if you wanted, again, it's totally up to the select board, but you could simply appoint the current members of the Solar Task Force to be on the Sustainability Committee. If that is something you're interested in, I will obviously have to reach out to those members and confirm that that's something that they would be willing to do. But that was, I had a few different folks who said that was sort of the idea behind the process, and so I'm happy to go along with that, but it's ultimately up to the select board for how you want to handle it.
How many members are there?
5. One of whom is a selectman designated from among the 5 of you, and then one of them has to be a staff member or a board member of Climate and Thrive, again, just in this draft, and then 3 of them are members of the general public. But if you want to change that composition, that's fine. You guys just have to let me know.
I'm fine with it the way it is.
I don't have any issue.
I'll make a motion to adopt and sign the Sustainability Committee bylaws.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to adopt and sign the sustainability committee bylaws. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? All right, now we have the Hancock County Sheriff's Office contract, which was approved at town meeting. I guess it's pretty straightforward, isn't it, Chris? As far as it was what we had proposed before, and
Yep, it increases from 30 to 45 hours, and it would commence on July 1st, 2021, and expire on December 31st, 2023.
okay.
I'll make a motion to approve and sign the July 1st, 2021 through December 31st, 2023 law enforcement contract with Hancock County Sheriff's Office.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve and sign the July 1st, 2021 through December 31st, 2023 law enforcement contract with the Hancock County Sheriff's Office. Is there any discussion?
Do you think you can have the staff to start on July 1st? I know there's some question last time we talked about it.
Well, we're right now in the process of hiring 2 new deputies, so we are working towards that.
Okay,
But we will we'll make every effort to cover all the shifts.
okay, great.
What are we gaining from the extra hours?
We're gaining another 15 hours of coverage. Some of that could be split up to 4-hour blocks to try to address some of the parking issues. I know it's been one issue that we've talked about down here by the lighthouse. in particular. And that's one of the things that we will look at doing that.
By the way, since you mentioned that, has that gone anywhere? I mean, everything I'm hearing, this is gonna be probably the craziest season we've had in a long time here.
And it's one of the things we're looking at.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's definitely on everybody's mind.
yeah.
I think there were some other concerns too, Eric, that were going on back when it was brought up a few months ago. That people felt like there needed to be a little bit more patrol time.
All right. Anything else, do you think? Just
Well,
like,
I mean, honestly, the extra 15 hours is maybe two extra shifts down here, so that would be 2 more days, in particular, other than the 4 that were already here.
all right, yeah.
So that will give you a lot more coverage as far as that goes. And, you know, if there are any issues or any problem areas that, you know, we're not seeing that come to light, please bring them to our attention, and we'll address those.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, is there any more questions? Okay, all those in favor? All right, thank you.
Thanks.
All right, next we have the FY22 salt bid. What do you got for that, Kevin? I just read it.
51.70, which is 39 cents cheaper than last year's.
Yeah.
Deal.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
I make a motion to award the fiscal year 22 sand bid to Morton Salt in the amount of $51.70 a ton.
Second?
Been moved and seconded to award the FY22 salt bid to Morton Salt in the amount of $51.70 per ton. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Okay. Town manager's report.
All right. Move the computer up here. All right, it's been about 3 weeks since our last meeting, so I have been up to a lot. So some major things going on, planning for and executing the town meeting and election. I'll just take a moment and just thank all of the town staff and crew. This was, like last year, an election unlike any other, and really a major accomplishment to get through it as smoothly as we did. And it's really just a huge thank you to Katie and Jesse and Troy and David and Justin and everyone out there who helped make that a huge success. So thank you. Been working on the committee appointment process. Most of those, you obviously did the appeals board tonight. All of the other committees will be on June 21st, and I've been reaching out to all of the current committee members to find out if everyone wants to serve another term or not. And we should have that on the docket for Jesse's first unassisted meeting. And last week, Jesse and I and Justin attended a site visit at Thurston's for their application for their marina. We met on site with DMR and Submerged Lands and DEP and those folks. So that's working its way through the system. Some minor projects going on. At your last meeting, you asked me to submit the letter to the state supporting the historic designation of the MDI trails, which I have done. I drafted the Sustainability Committee bylaws. Been working with the library on some items that they're trying to sell as surplus property. I got my monthly update from Kevin about the solar array project. I've been setting up an account with the federal government to receive our American Rescue Plan Act funds. I've been told it should be 2 installments of $80,000 over 2 years. So I don't know exactly when the first one will be coming in, but we should be seeing $80,000 in our bank account soon. I had a phone call with Morgan Churchman about Pacific Hall. I submitted our biennial recycling report to DEP, and I want to thank Lee Worcester and Tony Smith for helping me prepare that. Been trying to get the speed radar repair. I forget if I told you guys a few months ago a truck clipped it, and that's why you haven't seen it out on the roads. It's been mostly working, but every once in a while it displays a totally garbled message, and so it looks kind of embarrassing when it isn't working. And so been trying to get that fixed, and our insurance, fortunately it is on our insurance, so it should all be comped, but it's just a lot of work to get it to that point. Working with the library trustees on helping them revise their personnel policy. They've done so, and then we now need to implement some of those changes. Been helping a resident work with MBOT to repair some Tremont Road drainage issues near Duck Cove Way. I've been helping Jesse coordinate and manage the Acadia Wilderness Lodge public hearing process, which she has done an admirable job of doing, so God bless you. Working with the streetlights contractor to address some resident concerns. I believe these are all been taken care of, but if you do have other folks reach out to you about concerns with this new LED streetlights, please let me know. I've been participating with the Down East COVID-19 Task Force. Been updating our mobile message board. Again, if you hear any feedback from residents, please let me know. I attended a presentation of a donation from Bar Harbor Bank and Trust to the library. Jesse also attended with me. Working to upgrade the surveillance system at the wharf. We're really happy with the cameras that we have here at the town office, and we'd like to have the same system set up at the wharf. I've been attending I attended a League of Towns meeting. Worked on the solar array net billing. Had some emails with the Sheriff's Office about Lighthouse Road parking issues. Jesse and I have been working on the hiring process for the new code enforcement officer. I met with Misha Maitar about the fish ladder, and she shared the news that DMR is planning to stock Seal Cove Pond with AOIs this year, and that should be happening in the near future. Working with Hancock County Sheriff's Office on an investigation related into some stolen signs. Working with Ashley Stanley at the Tremont School to have the K-1 students plant some flowers here at the town office, so that should hopefully be happening later on this month. I submitted my monthly general assistance report to the state. Been working with Les McEachran on the drainage easement, seeing if we can get him to sign that. I've ordered a static IP for the town office so that Justin can access our server from the Harbor Master's office. I conducted an orientation on Friday with Eric for his new role. And I'm working to get a quote from Dugas on the paving out here to see if it might be we might be able to get a lower price. Again, I don't want to put the cart before the horse here. Ultimately, this is up to the selectmen, and with it exceeding $15,000, it would be something that would be bid on. But if it's also something that would be significantly reduced because Dugas is already doing all that construction, I don't want to miss out on that opportunity. And so if it is something that is appealing, then you will have the opportunity to waive the competitive bid process. But if you don't want to waive it, you do want to go seek competitive bids, that is absolutely fine. So, office staff has been, as I mentioned before, planning for executing town election and town meeting. The we have a contractor come in and complete the annual fire alarm inspection. Jesse supported the planning board through the first part of the Acadia Wilderness Lodge public hearing. That will be continued on May 25th. Jan is starting to put in the budget numbers that were approved last week into Trio. Jesse has been working on the CEO hiring process. Jesse has been prepared the packet and the memo for tonight's meeting. Katie has been working on processing tax liens, and she also ordered the cemetery flags for Memorial Day that'll be going out in a few weeks. Some public works projects going on. I mentioned at the last financial reports that we had a good amount of extra funds in the snowplowing budget, and so we're purchasing some of the discounted supplies that you can get after the snowplowing season, like Polar Flex blades and that sort of thing. So taking advantage of some discounts. Our public works crew also requested to transition to a summer work schedule. So this is 4 days a week, 10 hours per day. One employee working Monday through Thursday, and the other one working Tuesday through Friday. We said that we'd give it a trial run, see how it works. If it doesn't work, we'll switch back to the old schedule, but figured it was worth a try. Someone will be here 5 days a week. The streets were swept. The crew fixed some potholes on Kellytown and Flatiron. They prepared the landscaping here around the town office for spring. I think the lawn's been looking pretty good. They've been mowing cemeteries. The grass is growing quickly. They helped Justin prepare and launch floats. Truck 9 had an airbag issue that needed to get fixed up in Bangor, and Truck 1 also is getting its sander belt replaced. They're getting ready to do some ditching along Bernard Road. They picked up some brush on the Mitchell Road. They helped set up for town election meeting, and they moved the piles of sand left behind by the street sweeper. Justin has been busy preparing and launching floats. He also had an exciting time rescuing the salmon barge that washed up on the rocks. If you want to hear a good rescue story, stop by and ask Justin about the salmon barge. He ordered a new boat trailer. The old boat trailer has been in sad shape for quite some time, and we decided to finally go out and get a new one. That should be here in a few months. He completed an inspection under the wharf. He's been dealing with mooring issues. He has been answering questions about Thurston's Marina with fishermen. Of course, he attended that site visit. And he helped set up and direct traffic at town meeting. And some priorities over the next few weeks, I'll be continuing to attend meetings with the Down East COVID-19 Task Force. I'll be wrapping up the budget process, finalize everything that was approved by town meeting. I'll be following up with Acadia National Park and the Hancock County Sheriff's Office about Lighthouse Road parking issues. Be meeting with Jared from Dugas about paving at the town office, and I will be out of the office on Friday. You guys will be here again on Monday, so that's just the next week.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Chris.
You're welcome.
Suggestions for the next meeting? Time for the next meeting?
I'll make a motion to confirm the date of the next meeting for Monday, May 17th, 2021 at 5 p.m. at the town office.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to confirm the date of the next meeting for Monday, May 17th, 2021, 5 p.m. at the town office. Any discussion? All those in favor? All right, next we have an executive session.
I'll make a motion to go into executive session as permitted by 1 MRSA 405.6.c for consideration of acquisition or disposal of real property or rights therein, since premature disclosure of this information would prejudice the competitive or bargaining position of the town.
Second.
Marge.
Sorry, I almost went to sleep.
I know, it's long and blah, blah.
Would you guys also like to include
Keith.
Fire Chief Keith in that as well?
And the two of us, if you want.
Oh, yeah, and the two, yeah, sorry. Okay, so is that a yes?
Yes, that's a yes. I want to
Keith
include
in
those
the
three.
meeting, and town manager and also CEO Jesse. Okay, been moved and seconded to go into executive session as read by Mackenzie with the list of people.
Sorry, keep going.
Okay. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
5:27 p.m.
Okay.
We're going to pause the recording.
Make you do the really long ones.
Alright, go ahead.
Okay, come out of executive session at 5:56. And I guess we just have motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?